last episode, we were able to do, we were just going through a lot of places. I think we went through Muspelheim the last time. Anyways, in this episode, we are going to be fighting the Queen of the Valkyries. So, as I said, I went off screen and defeated 3 Valkyries, but then, just today, I defeated the ones in Muspelheim and Niflheim. Now let me go ahead and tell you a couple tips that you need for Muspelheim. First of all, treat it like the one in Helheim where it will jump around and try to stomp on you. However, this one will actually try to shoot fire at you, so you're going to have to be careful. Next up is the one in Niflheim. First of all, you're going to need, I would say, a full set of armor in made in Niflheim, which means you're gonna have to grind a lot for the what is it? God, what am I trying to say? You're gonna need to grind a lot for the mist echoes. Once you get them, you'll be able to get a good set of Ivaldi's armor. That will allow you to actually resist the mist, along with some other stuff that I got from other places, such as this here. This is an enhancement that allows you to stop, to kind of protect yourself from it. Well, we're now going to be going to the Council of the Valkyries and turning in each of the helmets. Oh, and the Valkyrie that is in Niflheim is really not that hard. I was able to defeat it before my counter for the mist. Hold on. I was able to beat it even with before my mist counter was even halfway done. So yeah. Let's get on to the Council of Valkyries, and we'll learn a good amount of all of them. Because once we turn in all 8 helmets of the Valkyries, we are going to be fighting the Queen, Sigrun, who is also apparently Mimir's former lover. Now, the story of it is, apparently, they went corrupted. Their queen decided to imprison... Well, for some reason they were angry. They were then imprisoned by the Queen, Sigrun, who really did it to spite Odin.
This is it, right? The rock store?
Aye, lad. Council of Valkyries.
The Valkyries are of Valhalla, are they not?
Glad to see you're paying attention, brother. You are correct. Valhalla, the great hall of the Einherjar, is their home within Asgard. While there, they are subject to the scrutiny of the All-Father himself. The relations between the Valkyries and Odin were tense during my tenure as his advisor.
Why?
Well, that's an even longer story, lad. For now, why don't we look around for some clues?
Let's go ahead and place the 8 helms. What up?
Whoa, you're back.
First,
Man, who is she?
Gunnar, Mistress of War. After any conflict, big or small, she would be first on the scene, sussing out the worthy spirits for a free trip to Valhalla. A gruesome task. She took great pride in it.
Any conflict. Impossible.
It's true. She had help from her sisters, of course, but Gunnar was always first to arrive. Her judgment of the fallen was unparalleled, and an invaluable resource to Odin. She was one of his favorites.
I'll be right back. I'm going to turn off my AC. So that was the story of Gunnar, one of the 8 Valkyries. Apparently she was the first and, she was the first to ever arrive in any battle. Next is... Yeah, I know, man. I know that, especially with a game this new.
Ah, Gondu. Beautiful Gondu.
And?
Huh?
That's it? Beautiful Gondu? No story or anything?
Oh, sorry, lad. The sight of Gondul always took my breath away. Gondul had a silver tongue, a sharp wit, and struck a figure so stunning it literally drove men insane. Odin forbid her from setting foot in Midgard after a time, as insanity is not a welcome trait in Valhalla.
I would imagine not, Mimir. Hold on, what's this? Oh, right, yeah, we do have a treasure here.
Found it.
Alright, unstable ore. Nice. I don't know, man. It's whatever. Alright. Next up.
This is none other than Geirdriful, the master of arms in Valhalla, responsible for arming and training Odin's Einherjar.
Is what?
His army come Ragnarok. The entire reason Valhalla exists, you see. The Einherjar wait in the Great Hall endlessly, feasting, drinking, and fornicating themselves silly. Once Ragnarok begins, Odin calls them into service to fight on his behalf. Geirdriful had her hands full training that lot.
Yep. Apparently she was the one who's training all the people who arrive in Valhalla and prepares them for Ragnarok. Next up.
This, my friends, is Kara. Now, Valkyries are volatile by nature, but Kara, the lass is wild storm personified.
A wild storm.
Aye, calm and collected. And the air would shift and the fury of her storm would unleash. It was beautiful in a way, assuming you could find proper shelter. Her tears would cleanse the blood-soaked battlefields.
Alright then, we're certainly learning a good amount of them. I'm surprised we could fight them all. Next up.
This is Rota, a chooser of the slain.
I thought all the Valkyrie did that.
Not exactly, lad. Although that is what they're most famous for, and by far their greatest responsibility. You've seen what happens to the dead without the judgment of the Valkyries.
Hellwalkers.
That's right. Rota, Gunnar, Skuld. Without them to clean up the aftermath of battle, hell overflows with souls meant for Valhalla. A sorry state of affairs. Rota must be beside herself.
I would assume so.
Here we have Air, the healer.
A Valkyrie healer? Strange.
Air was strange, as a matter of fact. Very quiet, very calm. Where her sisters were violent rapids, Air was a gentle stream. She healed the wounds of both mortals and gods, and even a certain all-knowing sage who once drank too much and fell off a mountain. Not my proudest moment.
Not surprised at all, Mimir. Then...
Well, Hilda, mistress of battle. She and Odin got on quite well, actually. Her and the other Valkyries, not so much. She would spend most of her time here in Midgard observing discord between the living, and sewing some up herself from time to time. She lived for conflict. Some say she was conflict personified. I wonder what will become of her now that she's free.
We'll see, my friend. And finally... the final helmet.
Olrun, once the daughter of a powerful chieftain. She fell defending him during a Reaver attack. Olrun was escorted to Valhalla, where she chose to devote her afterlife to the pursuit of knowledge above all else. Quite unusual behaviour amongst the constant drinking and feasting of her fellow Valhallian denizens.
How'd she end up a Valkyrie?
Odin. He saw a kindred spirit in Olrun's single-minded pursuit of knowledge. He appointed her as the Valkyrie's resident historian.
Really? And with that, we are now going to fight... the Valkyrie Queen! Not doing too bad, all things considering.
I'm not ready.
I need to get a healing stone. Well, a resurrection stone, that's why. Not too bad, like an eighth of the way. Alright, let me go ahead and heal up over at Brock. Well, get a healing stone, damn. Resurrection stone, shit. Well, actually, after this, actually, no. Let's go ahead and go to Niflheim. Then there's the Valkyries, okay. So I find it interesting that these, that the Valkyries actually have their own personalities and all that. A historian, a healer. Alright, let's go ahead and head off to Niflheim. Because now that I've gotten 2 of the Anchors of Fog, special items you're going to need to actually access the area, we can now start doing the stuff there. Alright, Muspelheim. Oh, speaking of which, when you defeat the Valkyrie in Muspelheim, a new set of challenges actually becomes available to you. With that, you're going to be able to get keys for special trials for our good friend Surtur. And you'll get more rewards, of course. Which is why you really want to do all that. Because then you'll get more resources for the armors in there. Alright, let's see how many missed echoes do I have? 5,000! Then again, I'm doing actually pretty well. So there are no actual, no real areas to this, because the realm of Niflheim is actually randomly generated, which I find interesting actually. Yeah, so basically what you have to do is get 500 missed echoes, then you go into the workshop, get a lot of missed echoes, and that's when the real fun begins. Because then it turns out I'm good right now, Sindri. But yeah, basically you need to collect 10,000 mist echoes and 1 anchor, fog of anchor each. Alright, let's collect whatever rewards we got here now. Alright, 181. Wait for that. It's a good thing that my resistance has actually gone up now. Because as I said, when it comes to getting the Evaldi's armor, the reason you get it is so that way your resistance to the fog itself goes up. Careful with the blades. Go up here. Yay. Pop that bad boy open. And then once it reaches 20 minutes, I'm going to be grinding for more Mist Echoes and end this off here. Stupid tonsil worms. Oh, I thought something was there. Oh well. Okay. If you don't know where you're going, always check your map. Okay. Collect more of them. Wait for that to go. There we go. I do find it interesting that this place is actually randomly generated. You know, adds a certain interesting feel to it. I know, boy. There we go. Please give me a healing stone.
I'm set.
Thank you, boy. Come on.
Almost there.
Jesus, man. Alright, well, as I said, when I get to 20 minutes, I'm ending this here. So I'm ending this here.